Good morning, good afternoon and good day everybody, David here. Now today's video is our second Arc 3.0 build. Today we're still focusing on the Titan. I've just been loving the Titan so much this season, I've found it very difficult to put down. But today's build is just another aggressive, just fun SMG build. But we're incorporating a little twist to it, where we can swap weapons and just have constant damage buffs up between our weapons and constant health regen as well. So just a really fun setup. As always, if you do enjoy the video, a like and a sub is very much appreciated. Feel free to comment down below what you think of the build and all that good YouTube stuff. And without further ado, let's just jump in and break this thing down. So this is the setup. Again, we're using Titan Arc 3.0. It's mainly focused around the relationship between an SMG and a 120 with Harmony. So a Harmony 120 is sort of necessary for this build, so I'm using this something new. For those that don't know, Harmony increases your weapon damage when you get a kill with your other weapon. So when we get a kill with our SMG, it will give this 120 a 20% damage boost. It also states you get a boost in your performance, which basically means it gets also 15 to the handling stat. So you're able to swap to this weapon even faster, sort of negating the bad handling that these 120s inherently have. Just makes it feel a little better to use. Now there's something new, it's not obtainable anymore. However, a new 120 has been added to the Nightfall and Strike playlist called the Pure Poetry. This is in the same slot, and it can also get Harmony and Ensemble as well, which is what I've got here. So you can pretty much get the exact role. Again, for those that don't know, Ensemble actually improves your handling and reload speed when you're near allies. So this grants you another 30 handling on top of the 15 handling you're getting from Harmony. If you get a handling masterwork as well, that's bumped the handling right up, so it's pretty much on par with where the range stat is. That's a massive boost in the weapon handling. I value this quite a lot with this setup. However, you could also go perpetual motion. This at ×2 will also give you plus 15 to your handling stat, but also your stability stat, which is another low stat for these types of hand cannons. So perpetual motion and Ensemble are both awesome for this weapon and this setup. Now again, we're pairing this with an SMG. I'm absolutely loving this out of bounds, but you can use pretty much any SMG. But the reason I love this is because of Swashbuckler. So then when we get a melee kill or just kills with this weapon, we'll get a damage boost that can go up to 5 stacks. And that just allows you to absolutely rinse people when you get 5 stacks. The idea is you either get a kill with the SMG, swap to the 120 to then 2-tap people, doing 96 to the head. There is a resilience check on that. Sometimes it will still require the 3 shots, but in those situations I try to do the 2 shots with the hand cannon, immediately swap to the SMG anyway, and if they don't die to the 2 shots, it's an easy cleanup with the SMG to then proc Harmony again to then go after the next person. So you can just keep chaining it, which is awesome. However, if you are pushing someone with the SMG, they get you super weak. With the Titan and with Knockout, you clean up with the melee. Not only will you then get your health and stuff back because of Knockout, but that will then proc Swashbuckler ×5, so then you've got a damage boost on your SMG for the next kill, which will be super easy to get, which will then proc Harmony. So you can see here where the chaining capabilities are. You can just keep chaining different damage boosts, and it's just ridiculously fun. We're then pairing this with a linear fusion rifle. This is because these can pick up so much ammo when you pick up heavy. And then obviously with each kill of your heavy, you will also proc Harmony. So then you can swap to the 120 and 2-tap from there as well. And even better, if you have a linear fusion rifle with Harmony on it, that will also allow you to body shot. So then once you get the 2-tap with the hand cannon, you can then swap to the linear and body shot people with Harmony and keep going between those two as well. It's just a lot of fun, and just a lot of lethality. I believe Frenzy can allow you to body shot, but I believe it's quite a low resilience check, so I was not really dependent on that, but it can happen, and when it does, it is funny still. Now, the rest of the build. Obviously using Peacekeepers, I always use these whenever I'm using SMG on a Titan. It reloads your SMG whilst you've swapped to your hand cannon, so when you swap back to the SMG, it's fully reloaded and ready to go. I've also put hand cannon holster on, so when I'm running around with the SMG, my hand cannon's loading up in the background. The reason I love the something new is because of the dream work perk as well, so when I get assists with this weapon, it can overflow the mag, so then the mag's even bigger. Then we're obviously using swift charge, so when we get double kills with our SMG, we also become charged with light, and that's another damage boost when pairing that with high energy fire. Other than that, all the usual targeting and reload stuff, but I actually found I sort of needed hand cannon targeting with this particular hand cannon and this particular role, just because it was a little inconsistent. Other than that, 100 resilience, just so we can mitigate as much flinch as possible. And again, using thruster and thunderclap and the storm grenade with the touch of thunder, with the spark of resistance, spark of recharge, spark of magnitude, and spark of feedback. With regards to where to obtain these weapons, there's actually a quest line to get the Tarkin 4FR linear fusion rifle, and you're able to craft it at the end of that sort of mission chain. So this is a guaranteed drop, and again it's craftable, so you can have whatever role you want on it. The Outer Bounds drops from Crucible matches. This is a really good SMG, I'm really enjoying this. Threat detector plus the Omolon fluid origin trait just makes it so the stability on this is absolutely ridiculous. It's just a laser beam, and at 900 RPM it can just rinse through people, so I've been enjoying this a lot. But as I said before, any SMG will do you, so you'll see in the gameplay I also use the funnel web, which is fantastic. My role is killing wind and rangefinder on mine, which is great, but I think perpetual motion might be better for this setup. Again, just boosting that handling and stability a lot, so you can swap between the weapons and stuff. If you do have one already, because this SMG is not obtainable anymore, but the Shiora's Wrath is also very good. We can also drop with Harmony, so then you can chain Harmony even more. So after you get a kill with the SMG, swap to the 120, get a kill, swap back to this, and you've got a damage boost, and you just constantly got one up, which is awesome. But again, I do really like Swashbuckler in case we get that knockout kill. Gives us our health back, and then we've got that ridiculous damage buff to get the next kill with the 120 anyway. Now there's not much else to really say about this build. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, sort of the routine and the pattern you want to get into. I will just say, always be aware whether the right move is to get the SMG kill or to use knockout to get your health back and get swash times 5. For a lot of people in close quarters, probably better off getting the times 5 swashbuckler and just chaining the SMG kills. By doing that, you'll also then proc your charge with light and get that high energy fire buff going on top of swash times 5. That's just great, like team wiping potential if there's a lot of people in close quarters. One other thing to note is because of how important the resilience stat is now, a lot of people are rocking high resilience stats. So doing 96 to the head with the 120 in Harmony, that's 192 health in total. Any Guardian that's 5 resilience or higher will survive the 2-tap. So you just need to take mental notes as you're going around as to which characters are surviving whenever you try to 2-tap them. Normally it will be a Titan for sure. Next after that I would say it's more often a Warlock, but even Hunters nowadays are starting to rock high resilience levels. Again, if that does happen, I always try to swap back to the SMG regardless. So it's a very easy cleanup with the SMG to then proc Harmony again. If you have Charge with Light up, say if you've already got a double kill with your SMG, and then you swap to the Harmony 120, that should 2-tap everybody on the battlefield, which is also when it happens and a lot of fun. Getting the 2-tap is very fun and very satisfying, but also just that 96 damage per headshot is just a massive chunk of damage. Even if your team's shooting with your allies, you'll see you'll get 2-tap cleanups if your enemy have taken any amount of damage from anybody, which is crazy. Also to note, there is a window to swap to Harmony. It's about 3 seconds after a kill, so you don't have to instant swap. So say if you've got SMG kill and someone else is relatively close by, you could start shooting at them with the SMG, take cover, and then peek out, swapping to your 120, still have Harmony up, and then 2-tap them from there. So there's, again, just a lot of potential here, a lot of damage per shot, which is awesome, and yeah, just a lot of fun. Been rocking this even with the skill-based matchmaking, and having some fun sprees and some fun encounters and whatnot. And it's just a fun but lethal way to play the game, which is what I always aim to do. Again, if you've enjoyed the build, a like and sub and all that other YouTube stuff is always appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you enjoy rocking this build. If you do, feel free to comment down below if you've tried it and you've enjoyed it, or any variations you have on it. This is a Titan focused one, but this weapon pairing or just the Harmony thing in general will obviously work across all classes. So you could use the new Warlock subclass with that ridiculous blink melee that it now has. Activate Swashbuckler and stuff with that, which will be awesome. So yeah, definitely take it out, try it, do variations on it, and have fun, because that's what Destiny's about. Until next time, my friends, stay safe, take it easy, and I shall catch you all very soon indeed. Bye, bye.
After another.